So the problem I have with podcasting is this, and it's the problem that all podcasters have if they show up often. What am I going to say? What else can I say? I feel like I've said it all. And the solution to this is the solution to manifesting too. My name is Mr. 2020. You are listening to the Power of Imagination podcast, where we don't teach you about rocks in the sky, rocks in your pocket, or rocks in your head. What we reveal is the truth about you that sets you free. You are the sunshine. You are the one cause. And your imaginal experience leads all of your experience. You are the love. You are the light of the world. You are how God has the adventure of a lifetime. Let's dive in. I don't know how many episodes we have. We've got to be coming up on 3,000, maybe 2,000 videos, a couple thousand articles. It's a lot. And we could blame time because I've been doing this for a long time. But I'd rather not blame anything or anyone. I'd rather touch somebody. If I click the record button and I'm thinking, what do I talk about now? I've said it all. There's absolutely no point in me speaking. So I found out one of my friends at the pool, new friend, is a teacher. And I said, wow. And I asked, what do you teach? And I knew the answer before she said it, because I know the kind of person she is. She says, I teach children in year 5. Some people would have answered that question as in, I teach history or primary school English. And she said she teaches children. And I knew she was going to say that. I'm here to touch you in a world that is so afraid of being touched. Remember the loogie? Remember the lockdowns? In Australia, everywhere you went in public, all the employees were wearing jackets that said, keep back 1.5 meters. There were diagrams on the floor. This is 1.5 meters. Stay back 1.5 meters. I get it. And we live in a world that back before then was starving for a touch, and today is starving for a touch. And we're so concerned about the proper pronouns to use. When I learned proper pronouns, they were based on rules. Now proper pronouns are based on preferences. Unspoken, but somehow we have to read minds and assume them. I think that's nuts. I just love people. I could give a crap about pronouns. Meanwhile, here's what we share here every day. Your imaginal experience determines all your experience. And if you wake up in the morning scanning for how can I be offended today, maybe it'll be pronouns. Maybe it'll be about what a 58-year-old white guy says about pronouns. Now, he wouldn't understand. How funny is that? Neville Godard taught imagining creates reality. Creation is finished. Consciousness is the only reality. I keep teaching you are how God has the adventure of a lifetime. You are how love has the adventure of a lifetime. And as long as you keep focusing on the what's, what you don't have, what you hope for, you're going to be in spin cycle. And spin cycle is not fun. So we made up a course in 2015, right? It was called manifestingtothemax.com. And you can get that whole course for $97. I suggest you do. There's some good stuff in there. We did 3 live group calls, a bunch of recordings, a bunch of printouts. It is horribly underpriced at $97. I should jack up the price on that. But meanwhile, One of the things we did back in 2015 was identity-based manifesting. Seems to become pretty popular out there. And we made up a new course, I don't know, last year, 18 months ago, 2 years ago, called IdentityBasedManifesting.com. Because we want to get you out of your heads. And IdentityBasedManifesting.com is a very simple step-by-step and a lovely exploration on how to get out of your head and into your life viscerally. Because a lot of people that when they hear Neville say concept of self, they go into their heads and they leave everything lovely behind. And at best they enter a fantasy world, at worst they enter a conceptual world. And meanwhile everything lovely is going on and they don't notice it. So my invite for you today is IdentityBasedManifesting.com. Because it'll touch you. It'll teach you something too, but it'll touch you. Go there, check it out, read the names of what's inside, those cool little recording bits. And if it touches you, if what I do touches you, grab it up, use it. That's IdentityBasedManifesting.com. All right, that is what I got today. I'll be back in a moment, but for now, let's imagine up something yummy. Not a what that you want in your life, but how about a who you get to be, a who you get to see from. Because when I look at this microphone, I see it as an opportunity to touch you and to invite you to touch something different in your life. In other words, possibility. Let us go into the silence. Have you noticed we live in a world where there's more and more data? Data grows exponentially. And now we even have artificial data. How cool is that? Machines that collect and regurgitate data. Data everywhere and not a drop to drink. I'm inviting you to the waters that matter. You think about it. Water everywhere and not a drop to drink. That's what happens when you're stuck at sea. Right? Without a sail, without a rudder. When you're adrift. Data everywhere. I don't know what to do, 20. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why it doesn't work. I don't know. I don't know why I can't get what I want. Ready? Change who you're being. You'll change how and what you're seeing. My name is Mr. 2020. You are listening to the Power of Imagination podcast. Thank you for caring. Thank you for sharing. To me, that's what it's all about. Share what touches people. Share what invites them to the dance. And if you want to dance more with us, today my invitation is IdentityBasedManifesting.com. See ya.